We've also enhanced the product editor in version 7. The Shapes tab now has new edge locking. You can change the dimension of edges on the Shapes tab, and you can section panelized ends and panelized backs. We've also added the ability to do double partitions on the Interior tab, so let's have a look at those. Before we get into sectioning ends and backs of cabinets, it's important to note that on the Settings tab we've enhanced the decorative panels to include panel back selection. So you can have pre-made panels in your door library for base, wall, and tall ends as well as panel backs, and then we can custom section them on the fly. So let's select the Product tab and we'll click on this cabinet, for example. Select Edit and go to the Shapes tab, and on the Shapes tab perhaps we want this end to be sectioned special, so we'll click on the end, go to the end type, and we'll select that as being a panelized end. Now, the difference between panelized end and applied door: a panelized end is an integral part of the box, an applied door has an unfinished end behind it. So now that we've set this to a panelized end, notice the section button has appeared. So if we click here, we now get a door panel for that base cabinet, and we can section it however we choose. Perhaps we want to split that, and we want to change the bottom rail to 6 inches. And now let's take a look at that in 3D. So now we can see our new end panel. Let's go ahead and work on the back of the cabinet as well. So we'll click on the back edge, and we'll make this an applied door back, and we'll section this. Notice it's automatically split it into 2. That's the default that we had set. We can go ahead and reset that because we want to take this and actually split it into 4 equal sections, and then we're going to take the middle 2 sections and split those, and I want to take the 2 top panels and make those glass panels. And now let's have a look at that in 3D. So now we can see what we've actually created, and because those are MDF doors, that's actually created the tool paths to fabricate that panel on the CNC on the fly. While we have this cabinet, and it is a face frame cabinet, let's go ahead and go to the Interior tab, and there's a new function that we've added here, and that's the ability to lock more than one partition behind the style. So if we add a partition to this cabinet, we can say we want to flush that to the left, and we'll add another partition to this side, and we'll say we want to flush that to the right. Another nice enhancement to the Shape tab is now when you go to the Shape Editor and modify the shape of a cabinet, as long as you don't insert a new point, Mosaic will maintain the faces that you had assigned. And you also have the ability to change the length of the edges by simply double clicking on the dimension